Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back over on the test server and we are looking at the Dragon Roar. Now, of course, when it comes to a Draconic hero, this is exactly what I think. It's got the big horns, very predominant, very noble looking. And this is, I believe it's Hildwin is the hero that we are going to be getting. Now, of course, we are going to get this one. We are also getting the dragon version of Gwenith, which looks really cool as well. I think with the new faction that is being announced, with the build of these themselves, which we're going to look through the skills and abilities, overall, we know they are going to be pretty strong with the dragon form that we've seen before. I want to check out the skills and abilities, so let's hop over and we'll take a look at this. All right, guys, so here it is, Hildwin, the Crimson Souvenir. So overall, looking at the hero, very interesting because it is continuous damage, it is crowd control, it is intelligence mage. So they did make Gwen a ranger, they made him a mage. Let's run through these skills and abilities. Now, you'll notice right off the bat that they don't have any values at this point, which unfortunately we do not have the values. So I want to just zoom in a little bit and see what we can kind of see here. So Searing Wind, and again, I believe this is going to be an ultimate ability. Now, normally it's determined or it's really shown as an alt. This would be where the ultimate ability would come in, but I don't know maybe if these heroes don't have an ultimate ability, only time will tell. So when he enters the battlefield, he summons 3 flaming circles that inherit his attributes. Every so many seconds, the flaming circle will target the furthest enemy launching a fireball, dealing damage for his attack rating to enemies along its path. So it's going to travel kind of like a laser in a straight beam is what I'm thinking. And it is going to burn everyone in that path. He shifts into dragon form, summoning tornadoes of draconic flames in the center of the battlefield that deals damage, which is very interesting because Gwen kind of does the same thing with the crystallized orb in the middle of the attack rating to all enemies. So it is going to be an AoE to everybody. Flaming circles cause flame to rain down from the sky, dealing dragon speak damage for so much of the attack rating to all enemies. So again, it is going to be affecting everyone on the battlefield. The flames energize the magic circles, reducing the attack frequency by 0 and increasing the power of the next fireball. So exponentially going to get stronger. Only one hero in the formation can shift at a time. So if you're running Hildwin and you're running Gwen together, they cannot dragon form at the same time. So again, we're going to have to see exactly how that looks. Draconic flames pull enemy towards the center of the battlefield. That could be really big for some AoE damage in there. Then at the start of the battle, he changes the atmosphere to that of magic disruption, causing all intelligence-based heroes, excluding himself, to be unable to perceive magical elements, reducing the damage they deal, which is interesting because that's almost the same thing that we see with Gwen, is the ability for the intelligence-based heroes not to do as much damage. So again, I'm wondering if the other one might be a little bit of a typo. Each time he uses ultimate, damage is further reduced by X amount up to a cap. Energy recovery rate of all enemy intelligence-based heroes are reduced by so much. So it seems like we are just putting the intelligence heroes right into the dirt with these heroes. Looking at Flame Snare, normal attacks will prioritize the enemy with the lowest health. After he lands so many hits on a target, they become ensnared in flames. They're immobilized, so there is a crowd control aspect, and they take so much damage every second. Then, of course, you can see that goes up, and the immobility goes up even further. Now, Magma Slam, he gathers power and slams the earth with his staff, causing the ground to collapse beneath the enemy furthest from himself. So again, this is going to be very situational in nature. The enemies take damage equal to so much attack rating, knocking them in the air, which again, crowd control. At the same time, all the enemy shields are removed and cannot receive another shield. That is going to be awesome. Now, this knockup goes into a stun for so many seconds. After entering the battlefield, he will prioritize triggering the skill effect on the enemy position opposing to him. So very similar to the Athalia that actually targets, and of course Cecilia, a couple other heroes that target a very specific hero, or Cecilia that target a very specific hero. This is going to be determining on the battle. Then I look at the E30. So this is what I was thinking, or kind of looking at the other one where we had a 30 and a 60. When an active skill, he additionally selects the nearest enemy target of the skill. Very cool. So now it's going to do 2 or more heroes with an engraving level 30. Then, of course, the Arcane Insight. Hildwin has a profound understanding of the world's magic. For every cycle of damage he takes from enemy heroes, further damage of the same skill will be reduced by 0 or by so much up to a maximum. So there's going to be a cap. Every so many seconds, him and the ally with the lowest health percentage will gain a shield. So again, kind of the mage support aspect that we see. For the duration of the shield, the damage reduction from the skill will be increased within so many seconds of obtaining the shield. He is immune to crowd control. Allied heroes with a shield will temporarily share his knowledge and gain the damage reduction from the arcane insight. And then he gains knowledge from lessons of others. When allies receive damage from enemy heroes, his knowledge increases with a damage reduction. Again, that is the E60, as we can see right there. So signature item, Incinerate. So normal attack power is increased by so much of the attack rating. That is awesome. Then you can see percentage of the damage ignores shields. Power of the normal attack is increased, which again, normal attacks, thinking of heroes like Aethys, thinking of heroes like the Dancers, this is going to be interesting to see the damage amplification of these heroes. When using a normal attack, he will additionally target the enemy with the smallest angle relative to himself. And for every normal attack he uses, he calls down draconic flames to bombard the target during dragon speak damage. This is the reason why we saved all of the resources for our signature item and all of our chests to see exactly what was coming with these heroes. Then, of course, the 9 of 9 furniture, save your poke coins as well. For every 0 normal attacks he uses, all draconic flames will launch a fireball. Awesome. Flaming magical circles can protect Hildwin. When he takes fatal damage, he becomes immune to the strike of the damage, teleports to the magical circles, absorbs the power to recover full health, and becomes immune and untargetable. Insane, guys, with this hero. That is pretty broken when you look big picture of how this hero is going to work. And big shout out to Magic Floofs. I believe this is over on Discord from them. Really cool to see how these heroes are going to work together. Now, of course, we don't know the difficulty that we're going to see between them, how difficult it is going to be to get copies, multiple copies, how we're going to level them up, how we're going to ascend them with the copies we get. Is it just going to be one and done like a dimensional hero, or what is going to go on with these heroes when it comes to ultimately the summoning, and how rare are these heroes really going to be? Is it going to be something where, just like the Temple of Time, where we have the time emblems that are very difficult to get in any amount, meaning that we're going to go ahead and have to really stress and fight to get copies of the heroes? Now, in addition, guys, the engraving mats, all of the signature mats, the signature item mats, the furniture, definitely be saving everything right now because we know what is coming with these heroes. But all right, that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.